Hello, my name is Espercarp, and welcome to a 5-minute guide to Apollo. Apollo is the first character you acquire in the game. Apollo is already one of the strongest characters in the game, having the largest poke range out of all of the marksmen. He will most likely always stick to the top lane, as the support is necessary to keep him alive and to keep him on top of everyone else. His 1 is a decent damage range tool that used to poke and clear minions, or add a slow to heroes in the drop range. His 2 is a passive that allows him to stun heroes with his basics, reaching up to a 30% at max level. His 3 is another passive that increases his basic attack range, making his poke just that much more potent. His 4 is an ability that has a long range and is able to select his target from within his vicinity. It will mark this person and shoot on an arrow that will follow them down. If they are low enough, it will secure the kill. Apollo is the easiest carry to play, and he will not be hard to master. But learning Apollo can help you learn how other carries work, and is a great introductory hero. So keeping track of him, and starting with him, can really lead you somewhere good. So, let's talk about your opening perk and leveling order. We will talk about what you should start with the perk, level-wise, and how you want to level up your abilities. You will almost always pick up the physical mastery first. This will allow you to build it into your boots at first time while still having some damage. Your 1 is your basic clearing tool, and you should always take this first when starting in a lane. Your leveling order is fairly simple, starting with your 1, moving to your 3, to your 2, and your 4. Your 1 and your 4 are your main damage tools, so you want to level these as quickly as possible. While your passives are strong, you're going to have to assess if range or your basic stuns are better for your situation. Either or makes the difference, so choose wisely. Now we're going to talk about your build. Each build will consist of a movement item, 4 damage items, and a defense item. Since you started with a physical perk, you'll want to pick up boots to increase your movement speed down lane in case you ever need to go back. The quantum jumper should always be your boots for choice for Apollo. It gives you a passive that allows you to blink 900 units away in the direction you're running. This can get you out of a bad situation if it ever comes up. You do not have an escape, so picking this item up will keep you safe in the long run. These other boots may seem interesting, but none of them will keep you alive longer than Quantum Jumper, even Atomic Stompers. So it's very important that you stick to that. The next item is very important, which is Eclipse. The Eclipse is a damage item with the highest damage in the game, with a whopping 110, and with a passive Take Aim, which will give you all your basic 75% True Strike. True Strike is a damage mechanic that ignores armor, allowing you to shred through tanks. This item allows you to do hard damage to anyone in your lane, regardless of their defenses. So pick this up early on, so you don't have to discriminate of who you need to attack. Next, we're going to talk about Plasma Blaster, which gives you a damage item that gives you around 80 damage and a 20% crit chance with a passive that increases your crit damage by 50%. This is your second biggest damage item, and when it's paired with the Eclipse, it can send even a really tanky Jones to his own watery grave. Damage isn't all you're looking for when playing a marksman. Lifesteal is a key component as well. Devil's Mutation is a really good lifesteal item that will keep you alive. It has 30 attack damage, 20 attack speed, and 17 lifesteal. It's an active that gives you 50% movement and 55% attack speed for the next 8 seconds. It also comes with a passive that deals an extra 3.5% true damage of a target's current health. Having more lifesteal won't kill you, but be sure to pick up an alien exosuit as well. This item has a 35 attack damage, 15% attack speed, 200 health, 200 energy, and a 17% lifesteal, with a passive Erupt that increases your movement by 15% and attack speed by 45%. You also gain a damage shield for each 5% of the max health for each second. For the next 8 seconds, it also has a passive that when you lose health, you deal more damage. The next and final item is super important, which is Medusa's Shield. This item is a unique active which makes you immune to all energy effects for 5 seconds. This is an insane defense item, and it's practically necessary to survive endgame fights as Apollo. But unfortunately, you are out of active slots, so you're going to want to switch out your Blink boots for damage boots when you have enough for this item. Your Blink shoes won't be able to save you from the heavy amounts of CC during endgame, so it is very important you pick this up, and as a last item, when you can afford it. Apollo is a strong carry, and some of the best marksmen are going to main Apollo, so be sure to pick him up soon. If you ever find yourself wondering on what carry to play, you can always fall back on Apollo. Well, that's it for this video. Who do you want to see in the next video? Let me know down in the comments below. This is Espercarp, and I'll see you guys on the battlefield.